What's up, everybody? So in this video, we're going to take you through the map tour of Waldport, Oregon, where it is in vicinity to some airports and some different locations, and just some information about Waldport. If you're thinking about moving to the Oregon coast, I'm located in the Central Oregon coast: Newport, Waldport, Lincoln City, Florence. All of those areas is kind of where I'm around Yachats, and I travel as far up as Astoria and then down to Brookings on the Oregon coast. Well, when we start with Waldport, how do you get here? Number one, we've got the Eugene Airport, which is going to be your closest airport. It's about 90 miles away, and it's going to take you about an hour and a half. This map shows that you would go the Alsie Highway. Locals would not take that route, more than likely. I mean, some might, but I think, as you can see, it's going to be 5 minutes, according to this, longer to go through Newport. This is a newer highway that they just constructed, and if I zoom in, really, it's a straight shot. There's not a lot of curves. A lot of people are going about 55 to 65 on that road. When you go through Alsie, I mean, you can kind of see this goes along the Alsie River. And it's going to be single lane. There's not going to be really any chances to get past anybody. And, a lot of the area is going anywhere from 55 or 45 to 55. It's just a little slower, and I mean, honestly, a little bit more dangerous. So I would definitely take the route through Newport. The other option is you could go through Florence and up, which is going to take you a little longer, that route as well. Oh, don't want to do that. Okay, so the other thing I want to do is, you say, Eddie, I actually want to go to Portland and I want to go to PDX. I got better tickets there. It's going to take you about 3 hours. It's a lot further. You're going to go through the Newport route more than likely. And then the key is just jumping on the I-5. That's, the I-5 corridors through the Willamette Valley. And you're going to go up, and Portland Airport is on the northeast side of Portland. So there's that. Okay, so I'm going to zoom us into Waldport, Oregon. So there's three directions in Waldport. You can go south on 101, and that'll take you down to Yachats and Florence. It's about 8 miles of sandy beach all the way to Yachats, which is one. Catch my Yachats videos on the channel as well. That's about an 8-mile beach trip, and you can really walk the whole thing. There's a couple not any rivers or anything, but there's some creeks and some different water entries into the ocean there. But overall, I mean, it's a short drive, and it's, a great spot there. To the north, we have, and I'm just going to talk to you as if you were a local. Right just north, which has about 800 homes, is a place called Bayshore right here. And if you're looking for a place in Waldport, Bayshore is a great spot. It's got the Bayshore Beach Club. It's an HOA. It's, a lot of paved roads, well taken care of. As you go further north, you got Seal Rock. And, Seal Rock has a couple of restaurants. It's got beautiful places to go check out. You can go right here, this beach. Not a lot of locals go to this beach, but it is beautiful. If you go to the state park here, and then you can walk down to the beach there. We've gone there a couple times. Really nice. Then you go further north, you got Ona Beach State Park right here, which is a nice spot. And, a lot of people actually don't go to the beach in Ona Beach. Some people do. But really what people will do is they'll come here, and you can put into Beaver Creek. And is that... Oh, I thought, yeah, there's people canoeing right there. So you can you can go all the way up the creek. It's a really nice area to go do that. So then we go further north. You got the Newport Airport, which really doesn't have, I don't think, any commercial flights. It might have more private flights, but you can check on that. It's a small airport. Maybe some chartered flights there. And then we go into South Beach. South Beach is kind of an up-and-coming place in South Beach, which you can check my videos on that. And then we're here in Newport. Newport's the county hub, so we're going to do some of your major shopping. And it's about 16 miles north to Newport from Waldport. So, Waldport, what are we looking at? There's some major areas that I want to just go through. I mean, Waldport's only a community of about 2,000 people. So we have the area down to about Tillicum Beach Campground, or Wakanda is going to be, and Wakanda is right here. So right about here is going to be your cutoff. That's going to be kind of your cutoff between Yachats, okay, and then north would be Waldport. So I'm just going to start in the Old Town district here, and this is where you're going to have, you know, there's about 60, 70, 80 homes right around here. Good spot, walking distance to Ray's Food Place is going to be your main shopping right here. This was the old high school. They tore down the high school. It was actually this. You can kind of see the footprint here. They still kept the gymnasium. This is the old football field. This is, if you check out my Waldport vlog tour, I am standing right about here. You got City Hall here, and but this is, you know, Waldport Ace, Ray's Food Place. If you want to go crabbing, you need to put into the bay. You're going to do it probably right here. Okay, the Salty Dog is a good place. Lazy Days Cafe is also a good place to go eat. One other place that I see is this Pacific Sourdough. This place, I mean, I've been seeing lines of people out that establishment. They've got obviously Dollar General, which is just, you know, you need to run in and grab a couple things. They do have, it's not a Saturday market, but I think, what is it? I think it's a Wednesday market right here. Yeah, look at that. Wednesday market. This whole parking lot will be full. Newport has a Saturday market. I think those same vendors come on Wednesday to that location, which is really cool. Waldport has a great little culture to it. They do a good job with a lot of things. There's the Seashore Community Garden. Another good place to eat is Skosh right here. I think that's how you pronounce it. They have sandwiches and different things. If you need to get a workout in, 494 or 394 Fitness right here. 97394 is the zip code, so that's where they get that. Drive-through coffee, Espresso 101, right here in this little building. That's going to be a place you do that. Any of your pharmacy needs here. Now, I did talk in the vlog, when you're on this road, which is Range Drive, you're going to find right here, this is your community clinic right here on Range Drive. And I think in the vlog tour, I was standing like right here. So if you're in need of any, you know, routine maintenance there with the clinic, that's where you can go. So there's a couple different areas in Waldport that you want to talk about. Up the river. People say up there, I live up the river, I live up the Alsie. This is up the Alsie Highway, okay? There's some different areas. You've got right here, real close to town. There's going to be something in every coastal town, which is going to be where the marine layer breaks, which is about, I'd say, a mile to 2 miles inland. So when we get to about this area right here, this line that I'm drawing with my arrow, that is where the marine layer is going to break. What does that mean? Well, on most hot days in Oregon during the summer, so anytime, like I'd say from April to late October, there's going to be a lot of warm days, but you have to be 1 to 2 miles inland to really experience them, because the marine layer, what happens is the hot weather will pull in the marine layer right to hug the coast. So if you're on the coast, it'll be overcast, it'll be windy, it'll be 50 degrees, maybe 60 degrees. And then you drive inland 2 miles and all of a sudden it's 75, 80 and beautiful. So this community right here is going to have a lot of that. They're going to have great weather right here. So you're looking at what, 2 miles, and this is kind of it's not like a mountain range, but there's a terrain there that's a break of those clouds. You keep going east towards Alsie, and you're kind of running into a couple different places which are beautiful on the river. This is East Bain right here. Not many houses there, but you're gonna have, obviously you're in the tidewater, so the water's going up and down, but you know, you'll see boats here all the time, up and down the river fishing. during the different runs. And then right here is Little Albany right here, which is another cool community if you can find a spot there. There's been a couple houses that have come up to market there. Tidewater, there's not too many places here or availability, but these are just amazing spots. And you can kind of see, if I go 3D, the terrain. I mean, you've got some big hills, and when you're in there, like East Bay, and they're getting a lot of sun in the summer, but when it comes to the winter time, they're kind of in the shadows most of the time. And then we keep coming, you get past Little Switzerland, and really there's going to be some properties that are beautiful going up the river, but I mean, this is about 12 miles up. So if you're thinking about getting a place up here, just think not a lot of phone service, not a lot of great internet up the river. I mean, it's fair, but it's out there. It definitely is. But I will say, the weather and the river during the summers is second to none up the Alsie River. It really is. And then obviously we're coming to Alsie. Alsie, I think it's about 40 miles from Waldport, 38 to 45 miles, somewhere around there. It takes about an hour to get to Alsie from Waldport. So then we go a little bit south, okay, and this is going to be where a lot of your homes are, and this is South Crestline Drive. There's a lot of offshoots. In the vlog tour I took you on, South Ball Boulevard, that's an HOA. You can see the little gated gate right there from Southeast Ball Boulevard. Then we go further south, you got the skate park. You keep coming, we got Crestview Golf Club here. And I actually have this is May of 2023. We got a listing right here on the golf course. The golf course is a great place. I mean, Crestline, not a ton of traffic other than the people that are going to the schools. And if you live in Yachats or Waldport and your kid, so basically a lot of those kids will go to Waldport. And you've got Crestview Heights, which is the elementary school, middle school. And I mean, it goes up to 6th grade. And then you've got Waldport High School, which is a 7 through 12 school. In Oregon, there's 6 sports classifications, 1A through 6A. And 1A is, anywhere from like 1 kid to, I think, 90, or maybe it's 110. The numbers change every 4 years. But for Waldport High School, I think they're a school of about 200. So that's 9 through 12. So it's a very, it's a small school. But the thing about that is who's there, and you control the culture there, which is, I mean, they've got a pretty good culture there at Waldport. Brand new facilities. It's a good spot. So anyways, when you live on Crestline, that's the one thing that is that traffic on drop off and pick up. But I don't think it's anything crazy. Doll disposal here. This is where, if you got some debris or you want to go to the dump, that's where it's going to be. Keep going south, and then that's going to take you to Wakanda. It's not really, it is, but it's a strip, but there's nothing there. And then one thing I did want to say is basically from, when you're talking about vacation rentals, I just heard yesterday, Lincoln County split up all of Lincoln County commissioners split up all of Lincoln County into, I believe it's 7 or 9 districts. And this area right here, the Wakanda district, from basically Wakanda all the way up to Waldport, the east side of the highway, the whole east side, there's going to be openings for vacation rentals. So this is a good spot to get in. And you never know how long those are going to last, because once you get in, you're in. But it might be hard to get in, especially in a lot of places in the county. So that is, Waldport South. I did take you on Ironwood Drive on the vlog tour. I believe one of these houses, this one right here, might be for sale right now in May of 2023. But this is a great little neighborhood subdivision there in Waldport. Another good one is just to the north of that, right here. When you go on Skyline Terrace and Dolores Drive, right here in Norwood. These houses will all have a view of the bay. And when I started my video on the vlog tour, we were right here. So I'm going to see if I can drop down, kind of give you an idea what that would look like. I mean, that's just beautiful, isn't it? So that is the Highway 101 view of the Alsie Bay Bridge. Okay, so that is Waldport. That's up the river. That is a lot of your areas here. Now, Bayshore, you go just over the bridge. You've got a couple different areas of Bayshore. So this is where you're going to want to go on July 3rd. Beautiful fireworks here. You can, I mean, a lot of people camp out, hang out here. You can see them from the beach. You can be down over here. All those are good areas. You've got all these different streets here. I mean, these ones are going to give you a view. A lot of them are going to give you a view of the bridge and the ocean at times. Way down here on the spit is kind of tough. You can see it looks like these houses are enveloped with snow. Nope, that is not snow. That's actually sand. And there's a couple property owners that actually have skid steers to remove that sand. But these houses, I mean, are very nice houses. They just happen to be right in the sand, you know, and they're getting sandblasted all the time. This is a great place for vacation rentals. And then we keep going north, and this is the Bayshore Beach Club. So you've got a lot of cool amenities, one of them being the pool. You've got the actual club where you can go in and you can rent that place for events. And this is good beach access here. As you go north, you can see there's a lot of empty lots in this map, but a lot of these houses have been developed. But all these are going to be really nice areas. You got lake views over here on Lotus Lake. There's another one. Well, there's a few lakes here. So you're kind of up above. If I go in the 3D, you can see like how that's up on kind of a hill there. So these are all good areas. But when you get basically past Sandpiper, that's where you get into the community of Sandpiper. This is all Sandpiper. So that's Bayshore, and this is Sandpiper. These are awesome houses. I'm talking beautiful ocean views all summer. You're going to be looking at, just give you an idea. I don't know if it's going to show, but yep. I mean, that's what, you're kind of always on a hill. It's a descent down to the beach. And all of these houses have these views, and you can see there's a lot of construction going on. This map was in July of 2019. So since July of 2019, I mean, this whole road, for instance, there's a house here, there's a house here, there's a house here. There's like 3 houses on this road alone, and they all have this view of the ocean. And so basically, if I'm looking at the ocean, this is about directly west right now. This is going to be kind of over here, where your sunset might be in March, and then maybe April, May, June, you know, I'd say, well, actually, I'm wrong. Maybe the summer solstice right around July 20th is going to be kind of over here where the sunset is. It's more northerly. And so you can kind of do the math, but this area, you're getting panoramic sunset views, and it's just amazing. I really like the Bayshore area. Some people don't like the HOA. It's not too cumbersome. I mean, I think it's I want to say $35 a month, and there's not very many rules. I mean, they're letting people put manufactureds or different types of stick builts in there, so it's not too crazy. The other area is North Bayview Road. There's not too many houses. This community is pretty amazing. Right up here, it's not going to let me drop you in, but you're kind of up on a cliff, as you can see, overlooking the bridge, which I think there's some drone footage in the vlog tour of the Alsie Bay Bridge and the whole area. So if you're not from the area and there's some houses that you want to look at, just let me know. I mean, I can easily get a video. I can take you on a video tour, or if you're in the area, we can all go check something out as well. A couple other areas that I wanted to show is just these beach areas, oceanfront properties. These are amazing because these are on the ocean. I mean, there's pluses and minuses to that. So a lot of these areas, I mean, you're right. This is September of 2022. So this wasn't very long ago. I mean, look at that. This is going to be if you get a beachfront property in Waldport, yachts, you're right on the beach. I mean, a lot of people ask me, well, what about the tsunamis? It's possible. I mean, it's just like if you're in Miami, and what about the hurricanes? But you have 15, 20 minutes to get to a high ground area, and there's plenty of opportunity to do that. My family, I mean, we just talk about, okay, if we're in that situation, the moment that earthquake is over, we're heading for high ground, and that is what it is. And, you know, all the other stuff. If it happens, it happens, but you just be prepared and be wise, be insured, and for the rest of the time, you get to enjoy this amazing, beautiful view all the time. What can you expect weather-wise? I mean, it's very temperate, very moderate. In the winter, it doesn't get freezing. It's somewhere between 35 and 55 for the winter months. For the summer, you're looking at 60 to, you know, I'd say, well, 55 to 70. You might get those really hot days. Like we just had one. This is recording this video in late May 2023. Last weekend, Mother's Day, we had one of the most amazing days I've ever had on the coast. I've lived on the coast almost my whole life. It was like 96 degrees on the coast, no wind, which that's the big thing. You'll have a sunny day, but it's windy, so you got to pack a bunch of hoodies or windbreakers, but I tend to go with hoodies just to keep that warmth. And the thing is you'll have those hot days. Well, then the next day you can expect that marine layer is going to get pulled over, which actually it might have been like that. It was beautiful for about 3 days, you know, and that's what you'll get. You'll get 1, 2, 3 beautiful days, and then it kind of subsides. And you'll get either the sunny, windy days, or you'll get the, if you're on the coast, you get those marine layer days. But that's what's, you know, you can expect some gray, but man, when you get those beautiful sunny weeks or months, which we do in the summer, you know, from May until probably October, you're getting 95% just unbelievable weather. And that's why you live here. And that's why people, they come, you know, late August or September, which is my favorite month here is September. And they just go, oh man, I love it, I'm gonna move here. But they haven't endured, you know, the November, December, January, February months, which for me, I enjoy it. I love throwing on a hoodie and, you know, I mean, I'll go for walks in the rain. It doesn't bother me. I love storm watching, going somewhere, just hanging out, enjoying the storm. But, you know, I think the coast isn't for everybody, but for those that it is for, you love it. So what can you do in the Alsie Bay? You can crab, you can fish up the river, but this is a great place for crabbing right here. You put your pots out, and I mean, there'll be people all the way right to the mouth of the river. They'll be crabbing, so it's a great spot to go. People come from all over to go crabbing on the Alsie River. That's about it when it comes to Waldport that I can think of that really need to talk about. But like I said, if there's any questions or you need any help with anything, text me, call me, email me. Whatever number is in the description. You can check out the website, coasttownrealty.com. You can email me at eddie@coasttownrealty.com, 541-210-4410. Love to help. And let me know what more information or anything I can do for you. Have a great day.